Rhea story. I was thinking earlier of the drunken parties. I heard the band The Imagination with Body Talk, Music and Lights, some other of their hits, and I recalled nights with this music in the, among other places, in the apartment that Marius Jäger had in Militari at one point, and where we had some parties, guests at one time. I think it was even my birthday or so, which was celebrated there with guests, with this attractive woman who was a handball player, um, strong, muscular, tough. But the main thing was at the end of the party, after many drinks, I was so wasted. On a side note, this happens once in a while because my habit was not of that of a drinker every day, a drink or so. I'm getting the habit of having 1-2 beers every other day, sometimes a couple of 3 days in a row. I don't know about tonight. But there have been long periods of teetotalerism or abstinence, no drop at all. But when you don't drink 1 year, and at the end of this there's a party, with 4 beers I'm wasted. Another drop of something else which they bring in, whiskey, something similar, is enough to block out the whole party, the whole story. So, returning to that Marius shindig, I was so tired and drugged, without drugs, just with alcohol and exhaustion, lack of sleep, that I was falling asleep as I was trying to tie my shoelaces. Norocho, one of 3-4 best friends I ever had, helped me out, took me to the subway, and I was sleeping on my feet in the subway, hanging on the support, on the chairs, waiting for the subway. And we ended up with Sorina, who at that time was in good relations with us. Later on, she would ask with her boyfriend, later husband, she would ask for a loan of a few $1,000s, 3, 4, a lot of money in those days, so huge sum. And for our standards, it was like asking $500,000 from some average American, I don't know. Lots of money. And when I sent someone to see what happens after 1 year, when there's no sign, no money, no anything, this guy Nico, mustachio gypsy, would pull a gun at the man I sent. Very bad, evil. But with this party, Sorina was still on. She in fact came with many others, Adi, Norochel, to the famous military Marius place. There were others. Another one was with Adi Toda. He had a room or two near Romana, and in fact also near Gădina Icoanei, somewhere in between. Lovely house. He invited me there. We had a drink, and then another. And there were some 15-20 people, I don't know. The curtain was drawn blackout at one point, but the following morning was great. We went to have some yogurt in a place nearby, and the aftermath, except for the hangover, but the aftermath after the hangover, It's wonderful. It's a feeling of gratitude or something. Born again. I thought that was a character. Lem. He kept saying wood. And he had a few other leitmotifs, but I forgot them. Smart man without scruples, alas. I hear from Maris Jäger that when they parted, he had stolen some serious stuff from him, valuable.